warm welcome to all of you to our energy update for week 11. That is the 12th till 18th of March 22. My name is Jona Bryndis. I'm an energy therapist, healer, and visionary. And I train people on how to learn their own energies, how to manage their own energies. And this is relevant here for this next week. So welcome to Spring Forward. If you live in the United States, you're going to be moving your clocks an hour forward, which means we will have more light. And this is why I call this energy update illumination, which of course is only the tip of the iceberg, really. We talked about some of these things that are going on inside of us, our personal transformations on Wednesday in the energy talk. I loved this energy talk, and I want to thank all of you who came and shared how they are reframing, how they're withstanding all these distractions that are coming in from the outside, because this is, especially for energetically sensitives and empaths, a really big challenge right now. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and let me tell you, this next week is going to be very interesting, because on the outside, this continuum of truths revealed and things coming forward is going to continue. We can obviously witness a lot more of the whole war situation in the Ukraine, and there will be a depth to this that will basically sort of go beyond our headspace. We won't be able to know what to believe in anymore. And with that, the internal focus will come back to our awareness. So next week is actually, from the personal transformation standpoint, a calmer week. Yeah, you're going to feel a lot lighter, not because things are resolved yet. So we are heading towards resolution. Yeah, this is a big reconciliation week. So I want to talk a little bit about what reconciliation is and how this can play out inside of you, and what this means to us here in conjunction with these collective energies that I report about. So the first aspect that we need to understand in not just to feel better, to feel lighter, but for the bigger picture here, for being able to feel in charge of our own life and our own energy, is that we understand that there are some things that we have been doing so far that somehow no longer align to where we want to go, or no longer align to who we are, what we need, what we want right now. So this is basically the theme of this illumination, is that we are beginning to become more aware of what we want to align ourselves to. And this sounds big, but let me tell you, this is actually a rather silent process. Finding lightness in our internal connection happens through the willingness of letting go. So there are some things that want to come to completion here. Yeah, we are basically sort of in the last momentum of these pandemic energies. We are in, like a completely new time right now, whether you see this in your personal life already or not, but our collective is. Everything has changed, yes. And when I predicted this over the years, it felt scary, because, the way I've spoke about this was like, all our social values will change, our political values will change, even our monetary values will change. And we're in the middle of it right now. So there's nothing really you need to be afraid of as far as, anxiousness is concerned. Your job right now is to do something that we haven't really been asked to be doing here. Obviously, those of you who train energies are aware of the importance of that. But to go within and to reconcile all these things that we have been neglecting, that we have been maybe procrastinating, that we have been putting off, that we have known to be the better thing for us, the healthier thing for us, but didn't do. the regrets. Yeah, we talked a little bit about the shadow aspects and what happens when we align ourselves to these negative energies, these lower vibratory energies. We are moving into, the darker part, the shadow part of ourselves. And this is something that we have been experiencing here in these last weeks, which means moving forward now, there is no other choice really for us than to be honest with ourselves, to be bone crushing honest with ourselves and say, okay, I know what I need to do. Okay. And there is nothing on the outside, not even, perceived World War III or a pandemic. Yeah, that's going to distract me from that, or that's going to make a difference, because I still need to do this with myself. At the end of the day, my integrity, is something that I carry with me no matter where I go. And it doesn't matter what these outer circumstances are. If you think about trauma in your life, if you think about things that have severely impacted you in your life, the circumstances obviously played a role as to how it got there. But at the end of the day, you and you within your own inner connection have to reconcile this. You're going to have to be able to say to yourself, well, this is what the situation was, compared to my options at the time. Yeah, this is the best I could show up with. Can you feel that? There is a reconciliation with our dark side. There's a reconciliation with the things that we had to do, like say that we had to do to survive, or that we had to do at the time because the conditions were such. So our job here in this Illumination Week, guys, is to find peace with the things we had to do in order to, you fill in the blanks, okay? What our alignment was at the time. And now we're starting a new time. We are wiser now. We are enlightened now to a degree through the confrontation with our own darkness, through the confrontation with our own untruths, our lovelessness, and obviously also where we've allowed ourselves to get restricted in our freedom. We're confronted with what we didn't or don't want. And that's your wake-up call. That's your call to leave all this behind now and to move into this higher vibratory expression, your embodiment of yourself. And you can all feel it. And there's this deep reprogramming going on inside of us that we don't quite know yet what this means. What does it mean to move into your higher vibratory expression? Well, I guess, you would call it into your higher potential. And I've talked about you audience here that are mostly composed of, people who are energetically interested, who are healers perhaps, who are light workers, who are practitioners, who are of service to other people. When you align yourselves to be of service to other people, you are aligning yourselves to a higher vibratory part of yourself, which is also why it's so much easier for us to access these higher skills, these higher potentials in us for others. But to truly embody this, it is now important for you to do this for yourself. You have to walk the talk, to fully embody this. Because if you look at it closely, why was it so hard for you? Why has it been so difficult for you to be you in the past? I tell you why. Because there were no role models. And the only role models you had, like say your parents, your family, your siblings, your extended family, maybe your collective, they weren't really aligned to higher vibratory integrity and compassion and so forth. They were aligned to survival at best. And given the circumstances that they grew up in, some of our parents, grandparents, they grew up in war times. They've experienced tremendous hardships. So let's not forget this. Yeah, that was the best they could show up as. There's no point in, like blaming our parents, or outer conditions for, sort of restrictions in our upbringing. There really isn't a point. This needs to be reconciled. This is sort of the biggest theme of March. That we let go of these collective and family karma ties, that bind us to this sort of inert, sort of blue pill experience where people just don't want to rock the boat and just try to maintain what they have and allow, life to happen to them. This is our job here right now as energetically aware people. Yeah, we're going to have to decouple from all of this. And yes, you're probably already thinking this. Equinoxes, which is coming up here on March 20th. So this will be part of the next energy update. Our natural sort of shift changes. Yeah, so we're moving toward this right now. So this deep reprogramming that is happening inside of you has to do with letting go of, let's say, how you didn't show up the best way for yourself in the past. Letting go of where your outer conditions or the role models, what you were taught, what you were conditioned to believe, did not serve you in your highest good. To let that go, to reconcile, and to understand that for you to truly move into your power now, to truly discover what it is that you can do for yourself, what you can do to also be of service to others, more what you can do to contribute to this world, to this collective, to this planet. If you're younger, this will be a big sort of contemplative thought for you, because it's really, really hard to see yourself, what you can bring into this world. And that's what is happening right now. This is what this illumination is about. So next week, take it easy. Take it easy on yourself. This heaviness that we've experienced here in these last days will lighten up. But, a big but, okay, you're going to feel somewhat foggy in your head. You're not really going to be able to pinpoint this cognitively, intellectually. So you're really going to have to trust in your heart. You're really going to have to trust in your inner alignment. You're going to have to resort to knowing who you are and what you truly believe in from the bottom of your heart. And guess what? That's your power. That's going to carry you through. That's going to make this happen for you. But you also going to discover, and this is again what this illumination is about, what you need in order to maintain this kind of life force, this kind of energy flowing through you so that you can embody this. You too need somebody who helps you, to maybe physically release things. You may need regular massages or reflexology or acupuncture. You may need someone who can help you with the right nutrition, with maybe herbs or scents, oils, sounds, colors that you can use for your own alignment on a daily level. You might need somebody who can serve you as a meditation coach. So many of you know that meditation and deep contemplation are the ways for you not to become more mindful, but become more heartful, right? But so few of you actually do this on a regular basis. We have these beautiful daily sacred cells here on Skype, guys. Take advantage of it. It's free. It's meditation every day and talking about it. So those are all energies that we are now basically integrating. And what we found out here within this transCODES community, where we work with these energies full on as hard warriors, we go with these collective energies and have these energy sessions every week, yeah, that allow us to dive deeper and to really understand ourselves in this. All right, by the way, we have 2 heart warrior spots open. This is a huge practice for yourself to learn how to thrive, yeah, with all these collective energies that are coming in. Anyway, what we found out is that there is still so much in regards to connecting with our divine feminine and masculine energies within, no matter what gender we are. And we focused on reconciling with feminine energies here this week, and I can tell you this was profound. Yeah. And next week we're going to move into reconciling with masculine energies within. There's profound things that are hidden within ourselves that we thought maybe we've worked through it many times, or 20 years already. No, trust me. Yeah, the injustice or the rejection or the lack of role models sits deep in us, and there's a lot, yeah, that when we can let this go, that can really, really help us to heal, that can really, really help us to become more true to who we are. Yeah, so your job now, moving into this new era, yeah, is to actually take your own energy more seriously. And I can't even stress this enough, guys. If you're energetically sensitive, if you're empathic, learning the secrets of energy is vital to you. You have to know these things that have to do with like projection and absorption of energies. You have to know what happens in the etheric when you are, like among other people, why it's so difficult for you to, be in crowds and so forth. Just real quick on a side note, can you please, yes, thank you, mute your microphones. Yeah, somebody's got a microphone open. There you go. Awesome. So you need to know this. You need to know the dynamics of how energies travel, how they interact, how your energy interacts with other people and with spaces and with items. Yeah. And if this is something that you've always wanted to learn, I can, of course, recommend to you that you hire an energy coach like me who literally guides you through these individual steps of that. But you can also participate in these courses that I have. So on March 26th, for example, the energy course starts. That's a 6-week in-depth course with life trainings and energy sessions that allow you to experience those energies for yourself. This is unique, guys. You're not going to find this anywhere else. Yeah, in order to learn how to better manage your own energies. But of course, there's a physical and emotional, mental, and spiritual component to that as well, not just an energetic component. And what we're learning here right now is that we have to find the middle ground. We have to find the balance between all of them. It's not enough to just meditate every day. It's not enough to intellectually understand everything about energies. You're also going to have to give your body the opportunity to vibrate in these higher vibes. Yeah, you have to allow your body to actually be light enough to do this and to hold this. All right, and this has a lot to do with our practical 3D stuff that we do every day, with our relationships, with our occupation, with our job, with the schools that we go to. So you're really gonna have to amp up on that and double check if this is even in alignment. The big resignation, right? This is a keyword here, buzzword in the United States, where people leave their jobs, yeah, because they no longer see the purpose in it, is a mirror of that. You can't really spend 8 or 10 hours a day in a job that's energetically bad for you, yeah, that pulls you down, that is hostile for you, where the energy exchange isn't appropriate, where you need the rest of the day and night to recover. That is not good energy management. How are you going to be able to, bring more light, bring more love, bring more healing into your life this way? You can't. Yeah, so it's very important that you understand that there's a very practical component to this, and you know this about me. There's been my criticism of New Age all along because it's too out there. Yeah, it's too, just escaping, yeah, sort of spiritually bypassing reality. That's not how we're going to navigate through these times. for you to become healed and healing at the same time, guys. You're going to have to take this seriously. You're going to have to reconcile with what spirit it is that you're aligning yourself to. What energy it is that you are sort of energizing in your life. And there's something I mentioned here in the energy talk called the spirit we align to. We align to what we comprehend. And unfortunately, what we comprehend is what we are being shown. That's what we comprehend the best, is what the role models that we have, is what society, media, families, what they mirror to us. And by now, I think you all get this. It's quite toxic. It's very unhealthy and unhealing, to say the least. It's very unloving. And so for you to decouple from this and to find your way, you're going to have to reconcile with that. You're going to have to be okay with leaving your job or ending a relationship, or finding an arrangement with your family that allows you to interact on a fundamental sort of politeness level, but not really allowing those values and those things that you're being mirrored there to dominate your life. Right now is no better time for doing this, because everything is going to change, guys. So right now, all of you have been lurking and hiding in the woodwork. If you come out now, because there's such a strong entrepreneurial and sort of onward type of energy here in our collective, nobody will pay attention to what you're doing, except for those whom you want to pay attention to. Let's say the people that you want to collaborate with, the people that you want to motivate to do the same thing. So this is the time. That's why I keep sort of talking about put the seeds in now, like really be aware of what you're doing right now, because it's so supported. You will find out that in this mental fogginess, maybe in this next week, that there is a power in that, and that power comes from your inner alignment. There will be things in April that will really offset a lot of our collective stuff, and then we'll be able to calm down a little bit and integrate again. And then to July and August, guys, we're going to find it like a different reality here. So use this time now for your personal life to be more conducive for you. Understand yourself as energetic being, operating on a level of your body, your emotions, your mind, your spiritual understanding, and your energies. And for some of you, you're etheric. And take this seriously, because right now is the time where all these sort of cards are being shoveled. And you can determine what hand you're going to be dealt. So ask yourself what it is that you can let go of, that is no longer serving you, that is not conducive for you, and ask yourself what you personally need to keep your energy in a higher state. And if you need help with this, I'm more than happy to support you with this. Take advantage of my free initial energy coaching session. Take advantage of the free sessions and, of course, the big programs. Personally, the most transformative program that I can offer to you right now is the Grace Soul Self. It's a whole year, every week, energy session and coaching, every week, a month, to really allow you to form this new habit of communing with your true self on a regular basis. And those of you who want to just get a taste of it, we have a energy boost, the energy secrets, aligning yourself to this every day. Coming up next month, we have the energy course where you learn this intellectually and through your own experience, and of course, just through personal sessions whenever you need them. Guys, I hope this is empowering for you. Don't let yourself get distracted by the fear and by all the stuff that's going on around you. It's going here right now, so this is good, all right? Don't even think about it, because those things are very long in the making. They've been out there for a long time. Nothing you can do about it. You can do a lot for your own life. So let go of the old, invite the new, yeah, and integrate that which is important to you, that makes you strong, that allows you to utilize your inner energies and your life force. I love you guys. I see you very soon. Stay tuned and take advantage of all those free tools here